This is Jim Ball reporting in Springfield. You all remember David Allgood. He's the guy that got struck by lightning the other day. Well, he's been in the hospital for a few days now, and Smokey's cameras were rolling as he arrived home for the first time, capping the end of a traumatic ordeal. Well, how's it feel to be home?
It feels great to be home. It's been a couple days since I've been here. It's kind of odd.
After a few days in the hospital, everything always looks a little prettier.
Yeah, I just think it's a whole lot on the ride home. I just been looking at everything, Everything looks different outside of a hospital room.
We'll catch up with Dave and the rest of his story in a minute, but first, you just can't have a story like this without a cool reenactment. So here we go. He was originally drawn outside with a storm and came out to take a look, sat there for a while and thought, you know what, I better get the windows up on my truck. But unfortunately, his truck was parked under a big tree, and he was also barefoot, which may or may not have exacerbated things a little bit. But he got the one side up pretty much with no problem. Then he walked over to the other side, and that is where he had his meeting with destiny. The lightning strike had actually rendered David unconscious. He's not sure for how long, but as he came to, he realized something was terribly wrong and he needed to get some help right away. He had a bit of amnesia and he was having trouble feeling his arms and his legs, and he was in a great deal of pain. He tried calling out, but no one heard him. He then decided that he'd better crawl into the house where he knew the phone was and get some help out there as soon as possible. So he began crawling towards the house. Still dazed and confused and not really even sure what had happened to him, he managed to crawl his way up into the back porch, into the house, where he was able to find the phone. It was at this point he started to get some sensation back in his hands, and he was able to call for help and, of course, put on his hat. What has the whole experience done to you?
It's changed me. It really has. I'm just thankful to be sitting here even having this interview, honestly, because at the point in time when it happened, when I actually opened up my eyes, I was kind of like in a dream state because I thought I was dead. I really thought I was dead. And then when I actually started able to move my body, something clicked in me. Hey, you're not dead. Something just happened. I don't know what it is, but I was able to move. So that's when I got on my knees and my elbows and I started trying to make it back to a phone so I could actually call somebody and say, hey, something's happened. I don't know what it is, but I need some help. And that's when the cavalry come running and they took me to the hospital and got me checked out. And I'm just really thankful to actually be sitting here, honestly. And this is Father's Day, so I'm actually thankful. My son will be here in just a little bit, and he'll get to spend it with me the rest of the day. And I'm probably not going to go to work for a couple of days, just because I've got a good excuse.
Sometimes when you go through things like this, you learn things about the people around you that love you. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that love me, especially my close ones, Tanya, my aunt, my uncle, my church family. They were there for me. It's just been a real big experience. I never thought in this world that something like this could ever happen to me or anybody that I would know. It's kind of like stuff you hear on the news, but it's somebody in another state, and but it happened at home this time, and it's real humbling, real humbling.
Think of the irony that you're home on Father's Day.
It's awesome. I can't really put that into words. It's like the experience. I can sit there and tell people about what happened, but it's really just hard to put into words exactly what happened.
Doctor tell you any residual effects, anything?
They said just keep an eye on my muscles, because my body took a big shock. They said tempers may flare. I might be able to take a whole lot of things at one time. Just take it day by day, and everything just sticks out to get back in touch with the doctors and just let them know. But as of past couple of days, I've been pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but we're right there in the 90% range. Just a couple of days off from work, and I'm just going to get right back in my routine and just do what I've always done. Work hard, be here for my family, and just do what I do.
So, would you say it's fair to label this as a shocking experience?
A lot of people have already said that, and yes, it was very shocking. I've been labeled Sparky already and things like that. So yeah, it was a shocking experience. It's a real good wake-up call. It is. I'm not sure exactly what I was being woken up from, but I'm sure it's going to be revealed to me in the days to come what this is all about, because everything happens for a reason, and this is just another one of them things that happened.
Since the electrocution that you received out there, I think you've become psychic. But then you knew that already, didn't you? If you want a beautiful yard, don't go to one of those places that have a plant section. Go to Corbin Creek Greenhouse. Plants are all they do. Corbin Creek Greenhouse has been dealing with plants for generations. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will answer all of your questions, whether they're simple or highly complex. So when you're ready to take down the neighbors with the best landscaping on the block, you want Corbin Creek Greenhouse. They're located at 4920 Highway 161 in Springfield, 384-3185. Once again, 384-3185.